My beloved soul, today, I want you to sense my presence touching every part of your being, especially the areas you keep hidden from the world. I see you. I observe your strength, your ability to smile, to care, to keep going. But I, who know the melody of your heart, have heard a dissonant note, a sad lullaby you sing to yourself in the quietest hours. I heard your call for help, not the outcry of your lips, but the cry of your spirit. The silent plea you never had the courage to put into words for anyone, perhaps not even for yourself. It is the silent scream of a weary spirit, tired of being tough, tired of battling, tired of feeling alone in a crowd. It is the cry of a heart yearning for a safe haven, a secure place to let down its guard, to simply be cared for. You have become the helper for so many, but who tends to the helper? You have felt as if you were slowly sinking, wearing a smile so others wouldn't worry. Today I am here to tell you, I heard you, and I am here. What I will show you next can redefine your path, because my response to your silent appeal is not a distant promise. It is an active engagement. I am, at this very moment, with my arms of eternal affection, upholding your soul. I am the rescuer who dove into the turbulent waters of your exhaustion, and who is now holding you, enveloping you, lifting you up. You no longer need to struggle to keep your head above the water. You can at last relax. You can float. I will not let you sink. Never. Before we proceed, state this word of conviction in the comments. God's presence brings me comfort and security. This is your initial move to yield to my support, to stop thrashing and trust the arms that sustain you. Now, take a deep breath. Feel the water no longer as a threat, but as the foundation of my love. Your solitary struggle is over. My daughter, pay close attention now, because for my support to be fully received, you need to understand why you felt you were drowning for so long. You weren't born with this weight. I created you for lightness, for joy. But life, in its hardness, taught you to carry stones in your pockets. Each stone is a belief you adopted for survival. The stone of "I have to be strong," forged the day your vulnerability was mocked or ignored. The stone of "I cannot depend on anyone," shaped by the disappointment of a broken commitment, of an abandonment. The stone of "My worth lies in what I do for others," a lesson learned in a family where affection was conditional on your usefulness. The stone of "I cannot fail," the burden of perfectionism, born from the fear of criticism and rejection. And so stone by stone you filled your pockets, believing they were your treasure, your strength. But they became the weight pulling you down, preventing you from rising on the current of my favor. You feel like you are sinking not because life's waters are too deep, but because you are too heavy. Your conflict hasn't been against the water, but against the weight you insist on carrying yourself. I allowed you to reach this point of near drowning not to watch you perish, but so that you, in your desperation, would finally look into your pockets and ask yourself, do I really need to carry all this? Your silent call for help was your first moment of true insight. It was the acknowledgement that your strategy was failing. There is an essential truth you must grasp before proceeding. Your release won't come from swimming harder, but from emptying your pockets. Now, before we advance, post this in the comments. I place my trust in the Lord. By doing so, you reinforce your belief and share hope with others needing to sense my presence to call out. It is your permission for me to draw near and help you remove one by one the stones that have been sinking you. If this message resonated, please support this effort by clicking thanks and help circulate words of guidance, encouragement, and inspiration to many lives. My support is not just holding you in the water, it is helping you become light again. My precious soul, and what is this process of support and pocket emptying like? It is a task we perform together. I cannot remove the stones without your consent. The first stone I invite you to release today is the stone of resentment. It is one of the heaviest. It is the hurt you harbor against those who wounded you, who contributed to your need to be so strong and self-sufficient. As long as you clutch it, you remain chained to the past, and the wound never heals. I am here, with my arms open. Hand this stone to me. The act of handing me this stone is what people call acceptance. It is not a feeling. It is a decision. The choice to no longer carry the weight of another person's mistake. Deliver them to me, the only just judge. Let me handle them. Your part is only to release the stone and feel the immediate relief. The second stone is that of self-condemnation. The weight of your own errors, your shortcomings, the times you weren't who you wished you could be. You carry it as a form of self-punishment, believing you deserve this burden. But I tell you that the price for your fault has already been paid in full. I cast it into the depths of my forgetting. And you keep diving back in to retrieve it. Let it go. Receive my favor. Accept yourself as I have already accepted you, and feel yourself become lighter. The third stone is that of control, the weight of trying to manage the future, of predicting every outcome, of shielding everyone from everything. This is the stone of your anxiety. Give this stone to me. Acknowledge that you are finite and I am infinite, that your vision is limited and mine is eternal. Trust me with your tomorrows, and feel the tension draining from your shoulders. What I will reveal next can redefine your path. Every time you hand me a stone, I don't just remove it. I replace it with a gift. I take away your resentment and give you my compassion. I take away your guilt and grant you my righteousness. I take away your control and bestow upon you my peace. You will not be left with empty pockets. They will be filled with my lightness. I, your God, am sending you a distinct sign. The confirmation you await is in this scripture, 1 Peter 5:7, which states, "Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you." Post in the comments, "I received this message and am blessed," and send warmth and protection to someone you care for, affirming that they too can cast their worry onto the Lord. If this message resonated, show your backing with a thanks and help circulate words of guidance, encouragement, and inspiration to many lives. Your invitation to cast off your worries is not a suggestion. It is a loving command from your commander. My blessed soul, as your pockets grow lighter, my support manifests in a new way. I am not just preventing you from sinking. I am now teaching you to float, and then to swim with the current of my favor and not against it. Your life until now has been an effort to be strong, to succeed, to please. And I invite you to a new mode of living, the life of non-striving, of active surrender. This does not mean passivity. It means your actions will no longer spring from strain and fear, but from rest and divine suggestion. You will learn to distinguish between your good idea and my divine concept. Your good idea comes with a sense of urgency, of heavy effort, of needing to control the outcome. My divine idea arrives with a sense of calm, of smooth progress, of unwavering trust in the process. You will learn to wait for my wave instead of trying to create your own ripples. And when my wave comes, you will learn to ride it with joy and power. Your existence will become less about doing and more about being a channel for my wisdom, being a vessel for my affection, being an instrument of my quietude. And you will discover, to your surprise, that you will achieve far more with far less strain, because it will no longer be you striving. It will be me working through you. My support is your empowerment. It is me, the engine, taking the wheel while you learn the skill of simply steering in the direction my peace indicates. This new way of operating will feel strange at first. You will feel lazy, irresponsible. These are the voices of your old identity, rooted in constant exertion. Silence them and trust the new rhythm, the rhythm of grace. It is a slower tempo but infinitely more potent. It is the rhythm of the seed growing effortlessly. It is the rhythm of the river flowing to the sea without haste. It is my rhythm, and I call you to dance to it with me. Post in the comments a list of people, including yourself, whom you wish to accept. Picture each one, send them warmth, and say, "I accept you and set you free. May peace be with you." Feel the lightness and liberty acceptance brings. Repeat this practice daily to build inner calm and release anxiety. Acceptance is your way of dropping the oars of effort and allowing yourself to be carried by my current. My precious soul, as you learn to float and flow, you will begin to notice that my support serves a purpose beyond just saving you. I am rescuing you for a mission. Your experience of nearly sinking and your subsequent rescue have uniquely qualified you to become a lifesaver for others. You now possess a radar for souls quietly drowning. You will look at the person who seems completely in control and perceive their internal panic. You will hear beyond their words of, "I'm fine," and listen for the silent plea for help. Because you have been there yourself, your deepest distress is transforming into your greatest asset. Your deepest point of weakness is becoming your greatest area of blessing. What the adversary intended for your downfall, your feeling of being overwhelmed and isolated, I am turning into your most potent tool for connection and service. And what will your ministry of support look like? It will be simple. It will be genuine. It will often be quiet. It will be your attentive ear, listening without judgment. It will be your shoulder, offering a place for others to weep. It will be your calm presence, bringing tranquility to an anxious heart. And it will be your story, the story of how you also carried your stones, how you also almost drowned, and how a greater love found you and taught you how to become light. Your narrative is no longer about how you sank. It is about how you learned to float. And this story will give others permission to release their own stones. There is a deep truth I want you to grasp. I am not giving you a new job to perform. I am simply asking you to be who you have become. A person who knows the path from being overloaded to being light. And simply by showing this path to others, not with sermons, but with the beauty of your own transformed existence, you will not be a warning beacon showing where the rocks are. You will be a safe harbor, a resting place for tired vessels. My daughter, this new life of lightness and support is not without trials. Storms will still approach, and your old habit of filling your pockets with stones may try to return. Your primary daily practice now is the loving guardianship of your own spirit. Every morning, you must do a pocket check. Before starting your day, ask yourself, what stones am I carrying today? The stone of worry about tomorrow, the stone of a grievance from yesterday, and before they become heavy, give them to me in prayer. Begin your day with empty pockets. Throughout the day, stay attentive. The moment you feel your spirit beginning to weigh down, your peace diminishing, stop. Ask yourself, what stone did I just pick up? And make the exchange immediately. Give it to me and receive my peace. This is not a practice of perfection, but of presence. The goal is not to never pick up a stone again, but to become faster and faster at releasing it. And I will be with you in every moment. My favor is always available to help you empty your pockets, and surround yourself with people who help you stay light. Distance yourself from stone throwers, those who dwell in drama, complaint, negativity, and try to put their stones into your pockets. And draw near to shell collectors, those who remind you of grace, lightness, and beauty. Your community is essential for maintaining your liberty. What I want you to start doing is seeing yourself as the guardian of your own lightness. Your tranquility is your most precious possession. Protect it, nurture it, and know that in doing so, you are not being selfish. You are keeping your vessel clean and your beacon lit so you can be of maximum use to me and to the world. Share this video with 2 dear people who need this message of hope and faith. Let's build a chain of mutual support and affection. Post a comment with a prayer of faith and hope. A simple, Lord, help me to live lightly today, free from the stones of the past and the worries of tomorrow, is your daily prayer of commission. My precious soul, your upcoming triumph is not the end of your story. It is the start of your legacy. Every great reward I grant one of my children is for a purpose greater than their personal comfort. Your success is a key that will open doors of influence and opportunity for you, and a key that will unlock prison doors for others. Your story, the account of your long struggle and your glorious victory, will become one of your most valuable assets, and I will call you to share it, to use it as a tool to inject hope, reinforce belief, and set the confined free. What you learned in the trench qualifies you to lead in my army. You will have an authority to guide others out of their battles that couldn't be gained in any seminar. Your greatest credential will be your own transformed life. You will not speak from theory, but from a lived experience of triumph. You will be able to say, I know what it's like to battle doubt, but I also know the one who guided me through. Your story won't be one of darkness, but of how the light shines more brilliantly because of it. Embrace this calling. Your life is about to become much larger than you. My beloved soul, we have reached the end of our exchange. Your perspective has been adjusted, your hope has been renewed, and your finish line is clearly visible. You are no longer the exhausted marathoner, but the sprinter at the starting block, hearing the signal to begin your victory lap. I ask you now to leave this meeting with a single instruction in your heart. Run. Run your final meters not with the strength you have left, but with the joy of your already secured victory. Run with your head up, your gaze fixed on me, the initiator and perfecter of your conviction, who stands at the finish line with open arms and the crown in my hands. Ignore your tired legs. Ignore the adversary's voice claiming you cannot do it. Ignore the perceived distance, and just run, driven by the certainty of my word and the sound of heavenly celebration already beginning on your behalf. Your long night of struggle is over, your morning of triumph has arrived. And what happens in the coming days will not be the result of your effort but the unfolding of my favor. It will be swift, it will be extraordinary, and it will be magnificent. You are only one step away. Take it now. If this message resonated with you and your situation, write in the comments, "I cross the finish line and claim my victory now." Your words strengthen your belief and also light the way for others who need this guidance. Share your experiences in the comments. And before we conclude, I need to guide you to something I specially prepared for you. I have seen your quest for inner healing, spiritual reconnection, a new purpose and prosperity coming from my hands. None of this is accidental. When your heart cries out, I open paths. Therefore, through this channel, I have set before you a guided 31-day experience, a process where daily I can speak more deeply to your spirit. This is not just a guide, it is a path of restoration, alignment, and development, created to fortify your belief, renew your hope, and open doors you couldn't have conceived of. If you feel this call, access the link in the description and the first pinned comment on this video. Begin this course of healing, reconnection, purpose, and success today. I will be with you on every page, guiding your steps and illuminating your way. If this message touched your heart, like this video and subscribe to keep receiving my word. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video.